Hey there, Julie with FoodStorageMadeEasy.net, and today I'm going to show you how to use our long-term food storage calculator. We've had this calculator up for a little while now, and we've had a couple questions and a couple requests, so we've modified it a little, and a lot of people have been asking how to add items or change items, so I figured I'd take a quick few minutes and show you how to do things to make this even more customizable to you and your family. So first off, what you want to start with is putting the number of adults in your family. So for example, if there's two, put just 2. And then children under 7, and the reason you're doing that is because children obviously eat less, and the math that it's doing is using half the amount of food for a child under 7 of an adult. So just go ahead and put 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or however many you have in here. And then here, this is new, we've added how many months you would like to store it for. So if you're looking to get just a 3-month supply of long-term food storage to start out with so that you're not too overwhelmed, go ahead and put 3 in there. If you want 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, whatever you want, just go ahead and make sure you fill that out. So after you've done that, as you can see, it calculates how much of everything you need to purchase. If you already have some stored, for example, if you say you have 50 pounds of wheat already stored, in this J column here, you go ahead and fill out how many of it you already have on hand. Once you've done that, then in the last column, the K column here, then it tells you how much you still need to buy. Now, column H and I are just for fun. They're not necessary to do the math to tell you how much you need to buy. It can just tell you how much things cost. So if you go ahead and price things out, at different stores or online or whatever, you can kind of get a good idea of how much this is all going to cost you, how much you might want to budget or save up for. So, for example, if I know 45 pounds of wheat costs about $25. So what I'm going to go ahead and do in there is I can either do the math with a calculator, or if you want to actually use Excel to do the math, you put an equals sign, and then you do the cost, which is 45, divided by the unit, which is, it's $20 divided by the unit, which is 45 pounds. So that'll give you about how much cost per unit, that's cost per pound. And that calculates how much money it's going to cost you to buy all that. Anyway, so that's how you fill out columns H through J. Now another question we've had is, how do I add or change items? Well, for example, if you know that you guys, just don't eat cornmeal at all. So here's cornmeal. You can go ahead and delete that column, but what you're going to want to make sure to do is add 25 pounds of another type of grain to your storage recommendations. So you say you eat a ton of pasta. For here, you can go ahead and put, instead of it being 25 pounds of pasta, you can put 50 pounds of pasta. So you're just doubling it, and instead of 12 for the children is 24. Well, let's just do 25. So now that I've added that into the pasta, I can go ahead and delete cornmeal. And to do that, you just select it like that. You select the number, you right-click, and then click delete. So now, as you can see, I still have 300 total grains. I've just shifted how I'm doing it a little bit. Instead of doing 25 cornmeal and 25 pasta, I'm just doing 50 pasta. So that's how you change things and how you delete things. And the last question we've had is how you add things. So, for example, let's go down to legumes. If you haven't noticed already, the gray columns, this is a side note, are things that automatically fill themselves out. These first 2 columns, column B and C, come filled out for you already. These are just the standard recommended guidelines. So anyway, side note there, sorry. So to add beans, say I want to actually specify what kind of beans I'm doing. So I want to do half of my beans black beans, half of my beans pinto beans. I can go ahead and click right under where I want to add a column on the number, right click, hit insert. So that's going to go ahead and insert a field for me, and then I can type in beans black. I can change the first one to beans pinto. So then I can do, say, 15 pounds of pinto, 15 pounds of black. And for a child, that would be half, so 7.5 and 7.5. So as you can see, my totals are still lined up. We have totals for the fields, or for the groups that all have the same measurement. So for example, everything in legumes is in pounds, so we have a total here. And everything in grains is in pounds, so we have a total here. However, for things that have mixed measurements like pounds, gallons, and quarts, like fats and oils, we don't have a total because it wouldn't make any sense. So anyways, there's a few options for you to add, change, delete, or modify how long or what you store. Hopefully that helps a little. And just as another side note, a lot of people have been asking us about milk. We're going to put more of this in the post, but this is the recommendation if you have, a lot of young kids, or you're drinking a lot of milk, then you're going to want to store this much. However, if you don't drink that much milk, or you don't have young children, then you can add more to the grain section. So anyways, good luck with this. I hope that helps you a little bit, helps you be able to maneuver and customize it a bit for you, and have a great day.